Hey, everybody. So I figured I would just take the opportunity to do a little run through of using app.blockstars.gg since there are so many new things out there and we're all kind of starting to get into using the app, practicing, looking at stats, etc. So here's my take on what the important things are to know about the app. First of all, when you sign in and attach your wallet, you're dropped into what we have come to know as the finance office, which gives you a little overview of your total role and any role activity. This has been out for a while, so a lot of people already know about this feature. If you click on the little person or identity box here next to the wallet, it takes you into a list of the Blockstars in the wallet that you have attached. So these are my Blockstars. And what you'll see is for each Blockstar, you'll get obviously the picture, the number, the star rating, which shows in yellow the current star rating, and then the dark gray show the potential for this particular Blockstar out of the total of 5. So for example, Blockstar 244, my Mohawk singer, has 1 star currently and potentially in the future could get as high as 3.5. Next to that is the wage, which in this case is thrifty. Now it was revealed a while back that the wage is tied loosely to the current star rating that was in effect when at mint time for your Blockstar. The next thing that we'll see on this main screen here is what is the musical skill for the Blockstar. So you'll see for this one, it's vocals. Here it's acoustic guitar, viola, double bass, accordion, etc. And then you'll notice that you'll see these little locks on some of the Blockstars. So the double bass does not have it, but the accordion has 2, and some have maybe 1. That is indicating that the Blockstar has additional musical skills that can be released through gameplay. And it has to do with leveling up and XP. Moving on, we'll take a look at what's available when you're clicking on the actions box. First thing to take a look at is view Blockstar. Now this was probably the first thing released, a major release after the finance office. So by clicking view Blockstar, I come into what's known as, or what has been known as, the stats page. So again, you'll see the picture, and then on the right here, these are the other images that are available for each Blockstar, which you can actually download from here by right-clicking and clicking Save Image. Again, you'll see the Blockstar number, the current and potential star rating, and it gives you a little legend on that. The salary, which now we get to see what number of role, so this is the role amount that is associated with this wage category called thrifty. So for this Blockstar, and this is a range, it could vary. So for this Blockstar, whose wage is thrifty, the daily rate for that Blockstar is 430 role. And when that Blockstar is able to perform, they will take a 31% cut of any profit. Down further, we'll start to see the skills. And so it's listed in sort of these little range bars. And you'll see that it ranges from current all the way to max. So again, you have what your current level is for that particular stat and what your potential is. So for this Blockstar number 701, who plays acoustic guitar, they're currently at level 77 in the acoustic guitar. And over the course of their career, they can grow to anywhere between 83 to 87 in their skill for that instrument. And it was also mentioned that this range sort of narrows as you get closer to it. So you'll see here in writing, this Blockstars at 24. The potential is between 39 to 49, which is 10. And up here, as it got closer to this 77, the 77 got closer to the 83 to 87. Now there's only a range of a difference of 4 here. So you'll see as you scroll down the stats for each of the categories or skills. And then at the bottom, the good old physical attributes, which we've all been used to from when we were buying our Blockstars on Magic Eden or somewhere else. If you click here or just hover over this little information button, you'll notice the little diamond symbol, and that says physical attributes that show up fewer than 111 times across all Blockstars in the collection. So basically, if you see that little diamond, it's kind of it's sort of a rarity. So for example, in this Blockstar, the black hoodie appears only 104 times in the whole collection. So that's just a little tidbit on some of the rarer characteristics of Blockstars. And then if we go back to the main page, you'll see that the list is kind of a long scroll page with the images being sort of, I'd say they're bigger than thumbnails. They're medium size pictures. What was released recently was this list view. So if you click on the list view, it takes you into sort of a more condensed view of your set of Blockstars. Actions is the same. You can still go in and view Blockstar the way we just did. But you'll notice that there's a little bit more information in list view. So I see the picture. This is definitely a thumbnail picture. It tells me the Blockstar number. It shows the wage, and it actually shows you the daily wage and the percentage cut in the summary list. And it shows you the star rating. Under actions, let's talk about practicing. And then we'll come back and we'll look at a few of the other features here in the list view. So if I click on practicing, this Blockstar is already practicing. So this means at a certain point I had set them up to practice. I had chosen to practice their writing skill at a local park and for this amount of time. So, and this guy is 98% complete on that. So click OK to get out of that. You can see the little flashing purple is indicating that the Blockstar is currently practicing. So let's take a look at one who is not currently practicing. And what you'll get is this screen where it gives you some options. Now, practicing is active and available. We've been told the next coming feature is busking. So that's grayed out currently. For practicing, you have 3 choices that you need to make. You need to choose what you want to practice. So in this case, it could be any one of your musical skills. It could be writing, or it could be social media. So for example, let's say I want to practice the musical skill viola. The next thing you need to decide is where. There are a variety of places you can practice that are free. And then there are some that will cost you 20 roll. And the difference being, let's go back out. The difference being that if you see that I've selected here bedroom small, I can see that for 1 hour, that's going to give me 33 XP. Now, if I change that, and let's say I choose flatbed truck, that's going to give me 39 XP. So this is kind of where you sort of pick and choose and look at what you're going to gain in terms of XP and decide what's best for you and what you want to choose. So 36 XP at the skate park. Let's see if that was 39 XP at the flatbed truck. It's additional 20 roll. I think I'm going to go for that. The next thing you can choose is how long. So if you want your Blockstar to practice for 1 hour at a charge of 10.125 roll, you go ahead and select that. These days, a lot of people are choosing the 7 days option because they want to train up their Blockstars as much as possible and don't want to have to return so often to restart the practicing loop. So let's say I select 7 days here. It'll tell me that it's a total of 1,721 roll, 1,701 for the 7-day practice plus 20 for the additional cost of the flatbed truck. And at the end, I'll get 6,552 XP. And if you hover here on this little information, it gives you the exact information that I just told you about the breakdown of the cost. The only thing left to do at this point is click Start. You can approve the transaction in your wallet. And then you'll get these little notifications. First telling you it's sending the transaction to Solana. And this is all, of course, controlled by, the congestion on Solana at the time. That definitely impacts how long it takes for the transaction to go through. This will just keep processing until you get the notification that it has in fact succeeded on Solana. So if we come back now to the main list page, we can see here that my transaction just succeeded. It deducted the roll, and now that Blockstar is in fact practicing, and I can tell that by this little purple pulsing light here. So going back to the list view, this basically is going to tell me, okay, who's practicing, who's not practicing, and it also gives me the ability to do some bulk actions. So if I were to checkbox these 3 Blockstars, now here up at the top, I have some things that I can do. So it says repeat last action. And what that means is whatever I last set this Blockstar to do, the system will remember that. And so if I were to check multiple Blockstars and click repeat last action, that's a quick way to say, okay, I set these 3 up to do 7 days at the skate park and practice their musical skill. If I click repeat last action, all 3 of those will then start doing that last thing that they did. So that's just a quick way to not have to go into each individual Blockstar, click actions, click practice, and initiate that way. You can just initiate in bulk. And that applies, you can use this top checkbox here to select everyone, or like I did, you can select individuals. So that's kind of the value of this this new list view, is that it does offer bulk actions. If we go back to the larger view, you'll see that the bulk activity is not available there. But the practice and the view are also available here. And in this view, what you can also see is individually, you'll see the pulsing purple light here that shows which Blockstars are practicing. But while they're practicing, I can click in view and I can get a little overview of what they're doing and how much time they have left. And if I wanted to, I could stop them from practicing. So they would stop in the middle or at any point. And that's sunk value in terms of roll. You've already prepaid. So if you stop practicing, you don't get the roll back. But if for any reason you had to, you could stop them from practicing. Let's take a look. Let's go back over to list view and see that if I click here, it brings me to that same page where I can check what my Blockstar is doing, how much time is left, and if I needed to stop practicing. So that's just another way to see that the functions are available in both of these views. So at this point, I've done pretty much all I can. Once busking is available, that will also happen, I'm assuming, from within this same type of page. But for now, I've set the Blockstars that I want to practice. And when I come back and if they've finished practicing, I want to start the whole thing over again. I can do that individually, or I can do that in bulk. So I hope this has been helpful. After viewing it, if you have any comments about other things you'd like to see, or if you feel like I skipped something or missed something, feel free to drop that in the comments. And while you're here, please go ahead, like and subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching.